Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you are doing fantastic. It is exactly 9 a.m. Welcome to the opening bell. Ashley Reeve here, guys. Before we do get started, the information we do discuss in this video is opinion and should not be construed as advice in any way. Well, guys, interesting morning here. The Japanese yen strengthened. The US jobs data was strong. The Australian dollar hit a 3.5 year high. The gold there fell slightly to around $5,050 per ounce. Silver fell more than 2%. The ASX, which is the Australian stock market there, actually rose 0.5%, building on previous gains. The Nikkei, which is the Japanese stock market there, hit record highs. And then the US stock market, S&P, 500 finished flat. The Dow and Nasdaq slightly lower, but the futures are still steady. So let's get into today's session. Then that's just a little bit of what has transpired. Let's maybe start with the dollar here this morning. We saw that yesterday the job data was pretty strong. 130,000 jobs was added in January, more than expected actually. Unemployment fell to 4.3%, and it's so important because a strong job market means the economy is stable and the Federal Reserve does not need to cut interest rates very quickly. In fact, markets now expect the next US rate cut in July instead of June. The US Treasury yield moved high as well, and the US dollar struggled because the yen strengthened. That's against the Japanese yen, though. All right. Then the US stocks initially rose, it pulled back. And we're seeing some of that happen in gold now. Yesterday's movement ultimately is here. This was yesterday's NFP. Created a very long spike to the end, rose again, and we're seeing a possible correction, meaning the movement to complete today. That is what we are anticipating. We know we have the CPI tomorrow, so we might finish the move tomorrow as well. Depending on what will transpire. We are obviously, because of more jobs, we are expecting a hotter inflation result. More jobs does mean more spending, obviously, when you look at it from that angle. But anything can happen at this point in time. We could get a totally different result. We are data dependent. I think the narrative right now is that we don't want to see the US start on a wrong foot or a negative foot. So I think the overall narrative and sentiment would be that we will be seeing much better results for this week for the dollar, and that is spreading across to the Euro USD as well. Although there's a bit of big struggle at this point in time right now in the morning, guys, big struggle, and we might just see that move completed tomorrow. If we continue to do what we're doing now, we might just correct again. So all those gains that the guys have obviously put in from yesterday up until now, that's about 42 pips. We could take out stop losses and then tomorrow come down and actually finish off that move there. That's a absolute possibility. Please don't get me wrong, guys. This is a beautiful, beautiful case study for us to see structure at its best. So you will have a low there. This is a lower high. But this lower high, this correction might not be done. It might be suiting up to give us one more push to the upside, and then we come down tomorrow, you see. So please be aware of this. This could be the possible layout. That could be what's possibly happening at this point in time. So we don't want to omit and say, listen, we're just going to get the stronger dollar. We could get a weaker one today, and then tomorrow we do come back. The NAS 100 also, you can see that we have retreated from that high of yesterday, which we had mentioned to the guys. As if the dollar weakens, then obviously we have the opposite happening with the NAS 100. We're seeing strength coming in, but if the dollar strengthens, we're going to see the NASDAQ come down. So we're waiting for the strength of the dollar so we can have some more movement down. And obviously the CPI comes out. Otherwise, we're going to get a movement up. So at this point, we're not dealing with any long-term movements, not at all. We're dealing with short-term at this point in time, and this is where we are at the moment. So please make sure that you check it out. We are, and our eyes are gazed, and it's looking towards tomorrow. So today, it's basically a little bit more of observation. But again, if you're trying to get into the market, please note there are two scenarios at play. Either we're going to finish up our movement today, and then we have some total opposite movement tomorrow, or we are going to see the consolidation at this zone here, maybe push up a little bit, and then tomorrow we finish the move. We don't know which one is at play yet because price is still consolidating within that range. All right. But let's look forward. Let's see what's happening. Please observe. Make sure that you do check it out. There will be live trades tomorrow, yes. And then please, guys, make sure that you get into the education side so you can get updated with yourself, with your trading plan as to what you need to do when it comes to risk management. Very, very important. We had that questions yesterday on the live stream there. That's all part of education. There's no ways we're going to deal with it in a live session, to the T that we would if we are dealing with it in the actual training sessions. So make sure that you get yourself on there or in there rather, and then get updated so you can move forward. All right, that's it from me here this morning with the opening bell, guys. We are looking forward to the CPI. And remember, if you have not opened up an account with us yet, please visit www.tdmarkets.com. You can also email us at care@tdmarkets.com. We're looking forward to seeing you guys there. Also today at 2 o'clock, guys, don't forget there's a trading room. And T will be making sure that he looks at what I've just mentioned now, and then obviously looking forward to how that plays out for tomorrow for the CPI. See you guys very soon. What a pleasure to be with you. Ashley Reeve here. I'm signing out. Ciao, ciao.